Day 2 of this third test underway, or about to get underway, here at Emirates Headingley, Australia. 3 for 107 at stumps from the first day's play. It's going to be Ben Stokes to continue here on Day 2. Of course, Australia is still trailing by 11 runs after knocking England over for 118 in the opening sessions. Travis Head whips this away through mid-wicket for a couple of runs to get the first runs of the day underway.
Yes.
I think you'll like to see a bit more of a proactive Australia here this morning. They were a little disappointed with their run rate yesterday through the back end of the day, but they were pleased they managed to survive what was pretty troubling conditions at times and ended the day just 3 wickets down. So scores level now. And with that whip from Travis Head, Australia are in front of the game. But again, it's just a complete contrast in styles between, I guess, Travis Head and Cameron Bancroft in how they played. This is a shout from Jack Leach. Remember, used one review yesterday. They will have one review remaining today. And Joe Root is going to go upstairs with this one. Pitching outside off, impact outside off. Wickets umpire's call. So England will lose their second review. No more reviews until that second new ball now for England at the 80th over. Should they get there anyway? As we were saying, Australia, Travis Head, he's hit 48 runs now from 71 balls. Cameron Bancroft, he's 40 from 145. So a bit of contrast in the way they've been playing. Been playing very slow, and Travis Head playing his shots, really. Now Bancroft getting in on the act. Driving that one through the air, through mid-wicket. Picking up a boundary. And while he's played really slow innings yesterday, he's actually played a really effective one for Australia. He's allowed players like Head to come in and be the anchor around him, or be able to play their shots around him, because they just know he's going to be very solid in defence and he's going to be able to play very effectively. And here's Cameron Bancroft bringing up his half century. It's taken 151 deliveries, almost a run out, as they chose to not go for the second run there. But only the 4 boundaries there. It's come from 152 deliveries, 3.5 hours at the crease. Very well fought 50 there from Cam Bancroft. It's Travis Head slicing that one over the top of everyone. A huge top edge brings up his half century. He gets there in half the time it took Cameron Bancroft to. But, of course, Australia poised now in quite a strong position here. 3 for 142, they lead by 24. And they got 2 guys with half centuries at the crease right now. Maybe that half century will just free up Bancroft a little bit more. It's allowed him to drive that one through the covers. Turn and come back for 3, the 150 up for Australia.
Yes.
Travis Head 61 runs so far this innings, really playing very effectively. Already made 100 in this series so far, back in that first test match at Edgbaston. Oh, it's a quality shot from Cameron Bancroft. Just cut away. Ended up cutting it through the covers. Getting another boundary for himself. Oh, and that's not what England needed. More buys. Over Bancroft's head, over Bairstow's head. That brings up the 100-run partnership for these two. And that is damaging. So that single partnership almost worth more than all of England's first innings total put together. Edged and gone. So Bancroft fought super hard for his 64. It was over 160 odd deliveries. And in the end, it was the cut shot that undid him. Just no real movement on the crease. Just sort of stuck in his position. It was one of the first loose shots he's played. 170 deliveries for 64 runs. Australia really pleased with his innings. And they move to 4 for 171. And it brings Matthew Wade to the middle, who is going to be out for vengeance after he was unable to carry Australia to victory in that second test at Lords. And he's already middling it out of the bat from the first ball. Puts it away to the onside. We'll pick up just the one. We want to have a look, I guess, at how Wade has sort of gone over this series. Take a look at that in just a moment. As Travis Head, that's the shot of the day so far. Driving it straight over the bowler's head. Beautifully done. Maybe was a chance of a catch, but it was hit so well it went for 4. Inside edge now from Head. He's just playing very aggressively and he's getting a bit of luck going his way. Another boundary.
Yep.
And again, this time with some sheer force. Punching it through mid-wicket for 4 again. Top edge from Wade. That'll be 4 runs. We do want to have a look here at, I guess, Wade's performances over the last couple of matches. His first innings scores haven't been great, 16 and 30, but second innings, he's got 2 half centuries, 65 at Edgbaston, and that's 70 where he almost carried Australia to victory at Lords.
Yeah.
Starting to really get his eye in early. There's another 2 more picked up. Australia pushing this lead out beyond 77 runs now. Stuart Broad, the bowling change. Top edge again from Wade, and it goes over Bairstow again. 200 up for Australia. A big boundary. And this time, Head is out. So a few top edges from both players. And very similar dismissal to the Cameron Bancroft dismissal, just trying to cut the ball away without any real footwork. And it ends up going straight through to Johnny Bairstow, who takes it chest height. And Travis Head, disappointed he wasn't able to push on for 100, gone for 79. But a key innings for Australia as the captain for the Aussies makes his way to the middle, Tim Payne. Stokes to Payne. And it's going to be a wide to start. Outside edge from Tim Payne. He's quite lucky there. England not super aggressive with their field, so if the edge is thick enough, it's going to race away past third man for 4.
Yep.
Now Payne hitting a boundary with a much more confident shot than that first outside edge. Oh, that's a very close delivery. Finds the gap this time. Payne hits another boundary. Australia pushes that lead up over 100 now. And if they can just build another partnership here, you feel it is going to be critical to giving them every chance of winning this game. Just Wade hitting another boundary. Head to pretty much end of the first session, I think, now on day 2. Aussies will be pretty pleased. They've managed to survive, only losing a couple of wickets. And then, of course, keen that they did get those 2 wickets. Ben Stokes getting both Bancroft and Head out. Australia building another partnership nicely now. Wade and Payne. It's about a 40-odd run partnership. Australia leading by 128. Been in the middle for 72 overs so far. It's all been about those partnerships. That's what Australia are going to be looking to continue building after lunch here on day 2. Let's take a look at the run rates, because Australia this morning, they came out and they attacked hard. You can see a run rate of 4.63 after batting for 2.4 run rate yesterday in the last session. Just a run rate of 2 in that middle session. Of course, that would have included England's batting as well, but they've been really productive. They've been getting a lot of singles, getting a lot of 2s, hitting the boundaries where available. Led, of course, by that Bancroft and Head partnership, but it's been continued by Payne and Wade. They've been playing their shots as well and really pushing this lead out as best they can. There's still so much time left in the match. They really had a focus on just increasing their run rate and really trying to sap a bit of the energy out of England in the field. the boundaries keep coming. Oh, that is a sensational piece of fielding to save 4. Top edge from Payne. Another boundary. So England just struggling at the moment. Good bit of fielding here. Ends in a top edge there. And this, they're going to come back for 3 here, Australia. I'm going to just stick with a 2. The lead very close to 150 now. You'd think if they get it above 200, it's almost game over at that point. Going to be a tough struggle for England to come back from as they just continue to find boundaries today. Jofra Archer searching for answers. How's that? Umpire says not out. New ball now available. England, of course, will get their reviews back. This next delivery won't get a chance there. We'll take a look at the ball tracking for this one because it was fairly close. Impact was umpire's call and the wickets were hitting. So, of course, if the umpire had given that out, it would have remained out. But England unable to review anyway, as Ben Stokes is going to take the new ball for England. And straight away an outside edge. But it's dropped. Gee, that's a big missed chance. Not sure who it was in the slips that missed that. Ben Stokes getting the ball, moving away from Tim Payne on the first delivery. And he's got it again. This time it's taken. The finger goes up and England finally get another breakthrough. Ben Stokes with all 3 wickets here on day 2. Australia 6 for 275. Tim Payne gone for 43. Pat Cummins making his way to the middle. Australia's lead 157. Pat Cummins pretty handy with the bat. That's not pretty handy. And Wade pushes this one again for a single. So a new ball creates the breakthrough for England. 81 overs scored. Australia 6 for 277. Jofra Archer at the other end. And he gets a breakthrough of his own. Matthew Wade goes. It looked as though it went almost straight through him. As in, it literally almost went straight through the bat. But Archer gets the wicket. Australia 7 for 277 now. 1 brings 2. And they break the partnership. They're into the tail now, England. Australia's lead just 159. Can they keep it below 200, England? That's the challenge now. Really attack this tail, and they look shaky at the moment. Peter Siddle looks shaky. So Ben Stokes got 3 wickets. Jofra Archer delivered the next one. And he's got another. Jofra around the wicket, bowling the off stump. Siddle sort of playing across his stumps, and it ends up getting him out. Jofra Archer getting another wicket. He's got 2 quick smart. England getting themselves right back into this game. Australia 8 for 279. Josh Hazlewood making his way to the middle. And this could be just what England are after. They've just got a few quick ones. Josh Hazlewood playing. But we'll take a look at what got Australia into this position. It's the partnerships. 107 partnership between Head and Bancroft. 70 between Payne and Wade. And even Bancroft and Kawaja's 37. Quite handy. England, of course, haven't had a 50-run partnership. And the second highest run partnership for them was just the 29 between Root and Roy. So they have struggled to build consistent pairs for England. And this is what Australia were able to do on a number of occasions in this innings to put them in this strong position, as Josh Hazlewood is just playing some absolute superb shots with the bat at the moment. Through the middle. Run out opportunity. And they get there safely. Oh, maybe another chance. No. That's the one.
Yep.
Now Cummins getting in on the act. Tapping it towards the long boundary down there. He'll get a couple more. I think you won't see these two want to hang around for too long.
Wait there.
They'll want to get as many runs as they can quickly, but They won't want to waste too much energy, and they want to be getting out and bowling again pretty soon, you think. They've had a good day's rest. Good day and a half's rest. Oh, an outside edge over Bairstow's head. And Cummins will get away with another boundary. 300 up for Australia. Lead is now above 180. And another top edge from Cummins. So they're taking it on and they're getting away with it. Pat Cummins there. Looks pretty chuffed with himself. Hazelwood gets the bottom edge and taken by Bairstow. It's Stuart Broad this time who gets the wicket. And Jofra Archer, not long after, finishes Australia off. He ends up with 3. Ben Stokes also had 3. Stuart Broad with the other wicket today, taking those 7 wickets for England. Australia ran all out for 339. Travis Head 79 and Cameron Bancroft 64, the 2 highest scorers. Wade and Payne contributing there as well with 37 and 43 respectively. So at the end of Australia's first innings, and we're just after lunch on day 2, Australia lead it by 221 runs. England about to come back in and bat the second time, and they'll be doing it under extreme pressure. How will they respond after a big collapse? So England will be hoping that Rory Burns and Jason Roy can at least give them some kind of a good partnership, a good start here against Australia. Josh Hazelwood took 6 for 42, or 6 for 40 something in the first innings. His career best figures. And he's got the new ball today. Rory Burns gets that one away. That'll be 4. So I'd like to see a bit more of a proactive England today. I want to see them really trying to attack the ball. We saw them attack Nathan Lyon yesterday. It worked for a little bit of time. That is racing away that inside edge from Roy for 4. There's going to be a lot of pressure on their middle order, which did collapse in the first innings if these two can't get off to a promising start. And already, after the first 6 overs, they've raced to none for 24 and got that lead of Australia's back under 100. Taken away nicely from Rory Burns. Couple more. So Australia going with Peter Siddle. Probably a little bit quicker than they did in that opening innings. On 9 overs, so it's been a bit of time. England none for 32. Is this the right man for the breakthrough? That's what they'll be hoping. Edge and taken. Beautiful catch from Tim Payne. Rory Burns, the man to go. He looked good. Probably been the better of the 2 players so far. Just driving it. Didn't need to. Had to leave that ball. If you're going to be an opener at Test cricket, you've got to leave balls like that. And a good catch from Tim Payne diving to his left. Don't think it would have carried through to first slip, so keeper had to go. And he took the catch. Australia get England down to 1 for 33, and it brings Joe Root to the middle. He played well in the first innings, Joe Root. Sort of the standalone player for his side that really kept them in it. He's going to need to be the anchor for them today. And that is a promising start with that boundary. Jason Roy, no, just the single. So England under the pump. Good shot there again from Joe Root. Couple more. And you'd like to think England are going to try and rotate the strike here. They're going to try and get as much as they can out of these 2. Obviously they've got a 50 up now. That is an interesting decision. This is going up. It's almost as if it's come off something we couldn't see there. Let's have a look. Joe Root, oh, it's bounced off the pitch and then, oh, it's just hit maybe a bug in mid-air or something. Anyway, Nathan Lyon. He snags the outside edge. The Aussies think they've got it, and they do. Joe Root's going to go. Nathan Lyon gets another wicket. Oh, that's handy. Joe Root just a little too defensive there. Ball didn't turn as much as he thought it would. Certainly beat him for drift in the air, I think, Lyon. And gets the wicket of Joe Root. He's gone for 14. England 2 for 53. With their captain out, Denley coming to the middle. They're in a bit of strife. If Joe Denley's going to play all day the way he did that shot, they might be a little bit better. That's 4. So Roy continuing to attack Nathan Lyon just like they did in the first innings. Seemingly worked for them then. They still managed to take 3 wickets in the end, Nathan Lyon, so they will want to be careful. He's already got the 1 so far today. Oh, is that out? No. Yes! Australia have a wicket in the most bizarre circumstances. Denley doesn't want to move, but he's going to have to go. So let's have a look at what happened here. Lyon comes in and bowls this delivery. It ricochets off Payne's thigh guard. Khawaja drops it. Then Payne comes and picks up the scraps. Denley goes for 8. England lose another wicket there, 3 for 67. And Ben Stokes with a job to do. They'll need to make sure that they survive at least the rest of the day's play. There's still another 15 overs, I think, remaining, or 10-15 overs at an outside edge already. Jason Roy there. Australians are up and about in the field now. And Roy continues to attack Lyon. So I guess that's one thing today. Jason Roy's looked pretty good. It's probably his best innings so far of the series. And he's been attacking Lyon quite effectively, and even there, just being able to rotate the strike. They've got the left-right hand combination now. Rotation of the strike is going to be critical. He drives that one to the short boundary. That'll be 4. So England just chipping away at this lead. Jason Roy doing a nice job. Solid as a rock there. England 3 for 91. That was the number they lost a number of wickets off in the first innings. This is a big 6 from Jason Roy. So he's been playing quite nicely today. That's an effective shot against Nathan Lyon. Hits it through fine leg for 6. Even Marnus Labuschagne into the attack for the Aussies, trying to spread the load a bit more through the bowlers. After bowling back-to-back days now, even though they had a bit of a rest in between. Good shot there from Ben Stokes for 4. And we spoke about partnerships today, and how critical partnerships were to the makeup of how this match has gone. England will be hoping that these two can survive till the end of the day's play. That will be critical for them to how this rest of the match plays out, and they'll want to bat probably majority of tomorrow. Jason Roy brings up his half century. Pretty good knock, 6 fours and a boundary, and a 6 in there as well. He's played quite aggressively to get there. Cummins now coming around the wicket to Stokes.
Wait there.
And no run. So we are in the final over of the day's play, are we? No, we're not. We've got a couple more to come. Labuschagne to continue. This one through the gap on the offside. That'll be 4 runs. Oof. Just not sure what happened there. I think we are definitely into the final over now. 3 balls left. Another dot ball. So pressure is building here with Pat Cummins. 2 balls to come. Outside edge and taken. England stumble in the last over of the day. Pat Cummins gets the wicket of Jason Roy. He will be absolutely fuming with himself. He couldn't stick around for another delivery. There was just 2 balls. It was 1 ball left in the day after that one. But Roy's going to have to depart. England 4 for 109, and Joss Buttler under the pump with Pat Cummins, the leading wicket taker for the series, steaming in. Last ball of the second day's play. Edge, and it's going to go all the way to the boundary for 4. But Australia will be pleased at their efforts here on day 2. They gave themselves a big lead. Tim Payne, very good behind the stumps, involved in all 4 dismissals. 2 from Lyon, 1 from Cummins, and 1 from Peter Siddle. England still trail by a further 108 runs at the end of the second day's play. Obviously, this is their second innings. A lot of the bowling load spread between the Australians there after Hazlewood bowled 17 overs in that opening innings, wanting to give him a bit more of a rest. Yet to take a wicket here in this second. But at the end of day 2, it's England, 4 for 113. They are well and truly under the pump. Australia can smell a 2-1 lead. So day 3, massive for England. If they can survive with the bat, they get themselves back in the game. Otherwise, Australia, very commanding position today. Thank you for watching our coverage. We'll see you again tomorrow.